What's the thing that matters to you the most? That maybe you disagree with family members or friends that you.
Mercenary. It's
Most of the time, people say like it's something related to politics or religion or something that you really think is true, but other people disagree with you. We try to explore these worldviews.
it's rare for me to technically disagree with the majority, but what I believe the most is just try to make the world a better place.
Make the world a better place.
Yeah, basically. It's either small things or trying to help in theory and stuff like that.
Is there anything that you and like your best friends or someone from your class or a professor or a family member that you don't agree with in terms of how to make the world a better place? Or
I guess it's more like a lot of people tend to push their ideas or the way to live, like their ideology or whatever, right, into everybody else. So I'm just trying to let me do my part quietly or whatever. I don't want to like be invasive or just like trying to force myself into other people's like aspects of their life.
what's something that you feel gets pushed on you that you think is important and you disagree with?
Depends a lot because
What's one thing that's important to you or bothers you the most? That someone tells you should believe this or you should do this, and you like disagree on that, even if you don't engage. What's that?
it's mostly I'm a I'm a Catholic believer, so a lot of people when they say like
You're a Catholic believer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when they say like like being homosexual or anything deviant, let's say that it's like sin or stuff like that, we should be like against that. Just not into me because that's really like these are my like everyone's like technically my brother in Christ and stuff. So like hating on somebody else or just having fear.
If I understand correctly, you hear other people hating homosexuals, and you think that even if we're different, we shouldn't hate each other. Did I get that correctly?
Yeah, it's kind of like that because what was an important moment like there was this
Could
one
you speak
time.
up a bit, please?
Yeah, I think the really important moment that defined that about me. It's
Yeah.
my family and I were in Austin visiting, like just looking at the Capitol. Then there was a pride parade, and my parents are like a little bit reserved with those issues. I was like, okay, they're probably gonna turn around and just not go, but they decided to go and say, and they were like having fun and stuff. And then there was this group of a religious group like protesting, and I just there was this look in their eyes that it was just pure hatred. Just we're more afraid of those people who share our beliefs, let's say that, than those we're supposed to be against. You know what I mean?
I will try and repeat just to make sure I understood you correctly. It sounds like you're saying that you see more hate coming from people that share the belief with you than those people that they say that you should hate, which in the case is like these gay people. You see them as being more open and more caring compared to other people that share your faith. You see them being more hateful. Did I get that correctly, or is it the other way around?
It's I guess not necessarily. It's a less specific moment, but it like show me how like we say like certain way of thinking can like shape a person's like view of everyone else.
Mm.
And I shouldn't like just fall like mindlessly into what other people tell me, even though I like trying to please everybody.
In this case, would you, if it was, if you had a ballot box, would you vote for marriage of gay people to be legal, or you vote that that shouldn't be allowed?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like honestly, like to me, it's like okay, sure, whatever. It's like saying like why I want like why should I decide as a person like why a woman should abort have the right to abort? It's not my choice, it's like their choice, right?
You think that these decisions should be made by individuals and they shouldn't be made for them?
That means
That was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Are we out of time, or?
No, we good point.
So it sounds like for you, it's more important that people have the freedom to live their lives rather than to have it dictated based on people's cultural or religious values.
Yeah, it can go both ways. Like there's a lot of trying to correct people into certain things, right?
There's a lot of what?
There's like what do you say? It's like it can be like both ways, right? Like how the either religious groups can like be trying to drive this force out, or it can be also something like like what do you say? It's minor, like just look a small group, what is it? Vocal groups in both parties. Let's say, like
Small vocal groups
some
tend
people
to
can
be
be very
loud, but they do not represent the community that they are from. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
yeah, because there has been like obviously several cases of either like religious group attacking minorities or minorities attacking other people just because they don't fall into their beliefs, and that's just yeah, something like I wouldn't want like for people just to live, to be happy, and to not start conflict just because we don't align up with each other.
It sounds like you are saying that we should listen to each other more and try to dictate less what each other should do. Is that kind of what you're saying? That
It's more,
What-
yeah, most about it, like trying to make people to think, basically, like we should not. Basically, it's less about spreading. It's more like need to live together instead of each individual person like spreading the doctrine. Let's say that the way of living like to everybody else.
you think we should lead a life based on personal values rather than doctrine coming from a group that decides what's better? And is that what you're saying? That you should decide how you live your life rather than have someone make that up for you and decide like what's good and what's bad.
Basically, yeah. Can
Please correct me if I'm wrong. Like I'm just trying to repeat what I heard just to make sure
No,
I
yeah.
understand you correctly.
no, yeah. It's more like even though I'm religious, I still like have my own set of say values that I just don't strive from. Like, this is my line. Even though like, yeah. And that's true.
You have your own values, but you wouldn't want to impose those on other people because they might not be of the same religion, for example.
Either or just they were like just not religion, just anything in general, right? Like even though like I'm like trying to be into environmental science, and I'm gonna push everybody into okay, the world is dying, we need to do something about it, stuff like that, right? Just like let me do my part. If they want, if they see me doing something and they know about it, stuff like that, like that's okay. It's not my job to visit to push anyone like what I believe.
Do you think there is a difference between individual actions and taking a stance when it affects other people? Because based on like beliefs, like if I choose to marry a woman or a man, at the end of the day, that's between me and my partner, right? I understand that's kind of what you're saying, that it's not like who you marry is none of my business. Do you think there's a difference regarding the environment? Because if my neighbor starts burning coal and I get all the smoke, do you think that still applies?
No, it doesn't apply because like we start affecting other people like physically.
Do you
Like
think
our
in
actions.
this case we should think for the greater good in this sense, since like with recycling and like other stuff, like they should take steps for that, or
Yeah, it's
would you also say that no, anyone can choose that they want to recycle, even though if it might lead to more trash and more landfills? And
no, I think like we should generally like try to make the world a better place, basically. But I'm not gonna push it. Hey, you should recycle. Just like telling everyone, like, okay, cool. I choose maybe portray choose me doing myself. Right? Say it. Like just put in my effort, and that's about it. Like me trying to do my best on my part, and there is I guess a difference between standing up for someone else, right? As you mentioned, or just like obviously, I'm not gonna be like okay with someone just throwing like chemicals or something, right? Like down the drain or something like
right. Do you have any questions for me?
that. What's this project about? It's
We are here interviewing people and asking them about what they believe and how they see the world, and we're trying to engage in a discussion method called street epistemology, which you can see on my shirt, which compared to debate is less confrontational. We don't want to say, let's say you make a claim, you say like we should do this or we should do this, and then I come back and say no, I think we should do this. Like instead of being confrontational, we try to explore each other's worldview and see how we came to the conclusion. If you think this is the best for everyone, what made you be there, or what makes you believe that this is where we should be? Is English your first language?
no, it's my second language, but
Is it Spanish by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. We also do that on Discord. I don't know if you use Discord. You might be interested in joining the Spanish speaking group. Yeah, if this sounds interesting to you, we can send you a link. We have a weekly meeting, but I think we can end the recording here. Does it stop after 8 minutes or? Do you want?